Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in the video today. Today we're going to show you the ultimate setup for your TRX or your RHO, okay? Let's say you're going to load the boat up, load your ice chest up, stuff like that, right? These sport trucks are great. They have plenty of power to pull, but the springs are pretty soft in the back, okay? We've got a pretty decent sized boat here. I'm going to walk over here and kind of show you. Guys, the Timber Grove Generation 2 airbags, and I'm using the Logiq Air Management HD2 system. I'm gonna get in the truck and show y'all in just a second, but I wanted y'all to see what this looks like. It's absolutely horrible. And the problem is, your headlights are gonna be pointed up at the sky at nighttime, so everybody's gonna be flashing you because you're not level. So, how to fix this? I've already got all this installed. I'm shooting a couple photos so y'all can see that process, and we'll talk about that more in just a second. Let's go ahead and hop in the truck. Okay, but one thing I want to show you, Logiq sends you this little remote. It's got a button on the back, right? So we're going to push that button twice. Okay, bam, it's connected up. Okay, we're set it unloaded. We have separate channels, or I can combine the channels if I want, but because you can do left or right here, but I just do the combined with the center. So, and I've already saved. You go right here, it says boat. Guys, push that. Check this out. And I just set it for 20. May need to set it a little bit higher, and you can see the system will put it right at 19 to 20 psi. On the app, you can control it on your phone also. That's how you name things. And then when we talk about the Logiq system, if you want to add the air tank, let me set this down so I can show y'all. You can go into your setting. You can just do tank attached right there. Turn that on, run the 3/8 line, mount the tank. Guys, you've got a tank in there too. You want 140, 150 psi air pressure, put you an air chuck and an airline, piece of cake. Okay, let's get out and take a look at this with 20 pounds and see what it looks like. I'm gonna take the remote with me. I just set that preset just to kind of show y'all. I may add a little bit more or less, but y'all look at that. So let's say, I think that looks pretty good. We're probably still about a ½ inch down. So again, push my button twice. Just gonna hit this button right here. Looks like we got about 25 right there, okay? That's perfect. I got about a ½ inch high in the front. The boat is not nose down anymore, as you can see. And it's ready to rock, okay? Now, if I want to go back to stock, push your button twice here. We're going to go to unloaded. We're back to stock suspension. Okay, y'all, so we got both bags on the truck. Just make sure you get the proper orientation. Look at the video. I mean, not the video, but look at the directions. It's going to tell you, you know, there's some little tabs right here. What that bolt up there is supposed to be hole wise, and then how this is supposed to line up with this tab pushed all the way up against it on both sides. So just pay attention to that. Make sure you get the right orientation. All right, y'all, so just put a jack under the receiver on my truck, just get a little more clearance for the airbag when I put it in. Guys, I crawled under this thing. It has to be the easiest airbag I've ever installed. It slides right up on the frame, one bolt that goes through it. All I gotta do is tighten that bolt up. Gotta just clamp the airbag down to the axle. Guys, it like 10 minutes. This is pretty crazy. Easiest airbag setup ever. All right, y'all, so today we're gonna talk about why I'm using the Logiq system, why it's always my first choice, is because, guys, this is the AirIQ, this is the HD2. They make an SD2 and an SD1. HD2 has a little bit more of a heavy duty compressor. You're gonna add a tank later. It's good to pick it. You don't have to. You can do the tank on the SD1 or the SD2, but the HD2 is made for continuous use, right? Now, the reason I really like this is, number one, it has the phone app. You can control it with the phone app. I've shown you all that before in my other videos, but this right here, throw this in your console. It's got a button on the back. You push it twice, you're in, right? You get driver's side, passenger side, or you can commingle the channels together right here on the remote. Makes it very simple, okay? Now, they include everything you need. It's got the frame mounts right here, the bolts, wire harnesses. They send you the loom, the airline, inline fuses. They even send you a tubing cutter. right? Do not cut those too tight. They will leak. So basically everything you need right here, but the cool part is if you decide you want to add the air tank later, that's what's really good about this system. Because if you look right here, you've got your driver's side and your passenger side port right here on the front, right? So you just mount this to the frame, run your power wires, and not only that, you can hook it up to an accessory, but on these new trucks, it's a little bit difficult to find an accessory under the hood. So that's a little challenging for some people, and the cool part about this system is you don't have to, okay? It's got an internal module in here that not only monitors the air system, if you set it at 2 PSI, it's always consistently gonna keep 2 PSI, whether it needs to add it, let it out, whatever it's gonna do continuously, right? But in this module, it senses the voltage. So when your truck's running and you're up to 13 volts, over 13 volts, the system turns itself on. Whenever you turn the truck off, the system shuts itself down. So you don't have to find an accessory wire for this. You can just run your power wire, which is great too, another feature. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is the tank. So you decide you want to add the tank later, you go on your app and you just select the tank. Or on the remote, you can select the tank, and then you'll remove this plug. The tank will come with the fittings you need, and it's just 1/3/8 air line from here to wherever you mount the tank. Now, the air tank that comes from them, the same frame mount as this. It comes with these bars. You can mount it on the opposite side, and all you do is run a 3/8 tubing to it, hook it up, change it in the app, and set what you want to kick on and kick off pressure. Very simple. So that's why I really like this Logiq system. It's a great system. It pumps up really fast. It works really well. I'm gonna get this mounted and we're gonna show you how good this system works. Okay, so when you're looking for a place to mount your compressor, most of the time it's gonna be right here on the passenger side using the front door or the back door. And the reason I say that is because on the passenger side, you're not gonna have fuel lines and you're less likely to have wire harnesses. Most of that stuff is ran on the driver's side. On diesels, it's not a big deal. You got a battery on both sides, but like these gas trucks, the only problem with doing the passenger side is then we got to run the power wire to cross over to the driver's side. So anyway, just keep that in mind, but generally that's what I always do, passenger side, front or back door. All right, so we're going to talk about these Timber Grove bags. This is the Generation 2 bags, y'all. It allows for more suspension travel. Man, it took 20-25 minutes to bolt those things on. Piece of cake, you know. They add more capacity, more suspension travel, and your empty ride, 0 to 2 pounds, I don't feel any difference in my daily drive. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for it to stiffen up or anything like that. And for the people that say, well, you know, to go off-road, you need to be able to, you can take these off in about 20 minutes. Really, it's 1 bolt through the frame on top and 2 clamps on the bottom. You pop them off, piece of cake. So, just an awesome setup. You want to go to Timber Grove's website, I'm going to put it in the description below. Go check that out. Now, the next topic we're going to talk about is the Logiq, right? Y'all, I put the HD2 Air Management system on every one of my trucks. They're fast, it's quiet, and the other thing is, if you want to add that air tank, you order the air tank from them. It's in the 3/8 line. It's a frame mount. Bolt it right on, hook the air tank in, and then you've got capacity to air your tires up, whatever you want to do. And like I showed you earlier in the app, you just select air tank. But you know, to have the app control that you see here at your fingertips, and to have this remote right here that you literally just push the button on the back and you are connected, it's just a simple system. You know, to me, I think this is the ultimate setup. Now, the difference in driving it, you know, I would say before 65 to 70 with this boat was probably about all I wanted to tow it, because it was a little bit squirrely in the back end. It's not that the boat's overweight, it's just big, and you know, it catches a lot of air. Before I put the bags on, it was real bouncy, you know, just stock suspension, even in tow haul. Like I said, these are sport trucks, springs are real light. You know, put about 20 to 25 PSI in it, went and did about 20-30 mile trip with it, 75 miles an hour, set the cruise control, steady as glass. I mean, this thing just pulls great. I'm very happy with this setup. So anyway, I'm gonna drop the Logiq HD2 link below if you want to go check that system out. You know, these are not collab links. I'm not getting paid anything, guys. This is just straight up, I'm just telling you about these products. I use them on my stuff. I get them, I put them on my own trucks. Anyway, so go check it out if you're interested. Appreciate you watching the video today. If it helped you in your decision, please hit that like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video.